So I guess what I need to do is just chill here on the sofa and talk to you guys. Because for some reason, when I'm over there, uh, it don't want to work. I didn't want to put this out right now on here. I wanted to save the big reveal of the couch for tonight's live on Transcendent, but I guess that we're here right now. Let me pause what I've got on in the background so I don't get in trouble. So, anyways, guys, here we are in the studio with my brand new couch. It just came in today. Actually, it came in yesterday, but I got it set up today. Um, Let me zoom in a bit. And all while I'm doing this, I am trying to share this. Hopefully, somebody is popping in as I speak so that they can come in and say, hey, I am trying this one last time tonight before I give up on opinions for the evening and just focus on Transcendent in a while. Because 9 p.m. is my Transcendent live. So hopefully we'll be all set for that. Anyways, we are pretty much set now. I might walk away for a moment at some point because I've got my phone over there and charging, and I might need to inform some people that I am here. Let me go into my social tab. Hopefully you guys are still able to see me and everything. You know what I can do? Let me hit this. LIVENOW on OZPINIONS. Live now on opinions. Let me see if I can share that further. Try to get us some people in here to talk to. Hopefully I can do that. Let's see if I can get Chris in here, TikTok in here. If we can get at least Tick in here, and let's see, is my Cuzzo out? We'll send a quick one to her as well. We'll try to get a people or two in here. While this is going, let me let you know what I know that I know you know, but you don't know if I know you know that I know. You know? So, where are we right now? We are in October. We are on the 1st, which means if you guys already watched yesterday, you would know that we have a new video that was posted yesterday that is in regards to Halloween. It is my picks for movies to watch for this season. And it's not just picks of what movies to watch, it's what order to watch them in as well. There we are. That's a little bit better. So, hopefully, you guys have taken the opportunity to go over to that and check that video out. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, was to let you guys know about that video and let you know what is going on within that video. So, bear with me a moment here. All right. Boom, 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 and boom, and we are here. So let me bring up my calendar so I can go over our movies. I just moved some things around in here, so I'm still getting used to the new setup. All right, so today being Friday the 1st, we are looking at The Crow. The Crow was released in 1994. It was Brandon Lee's last movie. He actually died while filming in a tragic prop accident where a gun um, fired a blank, but because he was so close and there was so much gunpowder in it, he ended up dying because of it. In fact, the actor who was the one who actually shot the gun has is still he's still acting. It's the actor who played Fun Boy. He still acts and everything, but he said that he has never recovered from that accident happening. So he's still very traumatized over it. This kind of thing, unfortunately, happens on these movie sets sometimes. It's unfortunate when it does, but it does happen. So, what is the story about? Brandon Lee plays a rocker, Eric Draven, and he lives with his fiance. They're actually planning on getting married on um, Halloween, but they live in a very bad section of town, and they try to fight tenant eviction. And when they do, it gets them noticed by some unsavory sorts who are trying to take as much land as possible to try to be developers and to try to sell the land off for a higher profit, obviously. So because they tried to fight the land eviction, they get murdered by this crew, and Eric comes back 1 year later with the assistance of a crow to try to find out who killed him, as well as get revenge for himself and his girlfriend. It follows Eric as he comes to terms with his death and the death of his girlfriend Shelley. Um, his coming back and going after the people who caused harm to his family, and what actually happened to them is revealed throughout. It's based on a comic book, so it definitely has that comic book feel to it. The way it's shot is pretty monochromatic. It's very dull toned. It's not quite as black and white as, say, Sin City or something like that, but it is still very subdued colors. It's not meant to be a bright and cheery film. And they tell you that with the cinematography and everything as well. Then on the 2nd, we have Saturday Morning Mystery. Now, this was originally released as Saturday Morning Massacre, and it's actually very much a Scooby-Doo type show. It's a dark Scooby-Doo, to be honest. When you're watching it, it is most definitely it's most definitely something that is not for kids. What happens is this group of friends who all go about busting ghosts or supposed ghosts are tasked with going to a real estate property by a bank to determine whether or not it's haunted. Now, in the past, everything they've gone with, nothing has ever come up haunted. They've always found an explanation for what's going on, but in this instance, we're not sure what's going to happen, whether they're going to come out of it or not. Now, when they get to this property, they meet up with a cop. So the stoner guy decides to hide his stash, and he hides it in the cooler. And then one of the guys, the other gentleman, the Freddy like guy, goes over to fill the cooler with water from the outside of the house, so they'll have something to drink the whole night while they're in there. Um, Not realizing that the drugs are in there, and they end up getting macrodosed on acid. So as the night goes on, they haven't realized at this point that there was acid in the water. But as the night goes on, weird shit starts to happen, and then it's the question of, is the weird shit happening because weird shit is happening, or is the weird shit happening just because they're all fucked up on acid? It's kind of a fun ride to find out. It's a really good movie. Um, Definitely not something that has a lot of social commentary or anything like that. It's just one of those fun, stupid movies. I personally enjoyed it. I've watched it twice so far and thought it was pretty good. Let's see if we move on. We're going to try to get a few days in here. All right, now if we move on to the third is the movie Frozen. Now, this is not the Disney version. And while, yes, Elsa can be kind of scary in her own right, um, we're talking about a different kind of Frozen here. On this particular Frozen, a group of friends goes snowboarding for a long weekend, and at the end of that weekend, the resort is being shut down for the week and won't be opened again till the next weekend. So our friends try to get one last ride in before the resort closes and end up getting stuck on the chairlift. And because they're on that chairlift and everything's stuck, and there's no one around because the resort has closed down, it's a thing of, will they freeze to death up on that chairlift by staying out there, or will they end up trying to jump and get away and there's a pack of hungry wolves down below? So it is very tense. It takes place, even though it's out in the wide open, it's very visceral because it does take place there on a chairlift. The all of the action pretty much is centered on that chairlift, and with those three characters, there's really no other people in the movie. There's a few ancillary characters at the beginning, and there's really no other setting other than right there. So while it is out in the open, it's very claustrophobic because it doesn't move. Now, if we make it to the fourth, then we have The Cabin in the Woods. Now, The Cabin in the Woods, again, very good movie. This one's very meta. It knows it's a horror movie and it tells you it's a horror movie. In fact, all the characters are horror movie tropes. You know, the jock, the virginal girl, the stoner geek, the every single horror trope is played right for face value in this movie. Um, all of the characters are there, right in your face, and what's going on is this big, huge government conspiracy is trying to keep the old gods from reawakening, and how they do that is by sacrificing some people to the old gods, and they do it by doing these horror movie tropes. So in this case, they're at a cabin in the woods, and they pick a something in the cellar, and it is what causes their demise. So what they end up picking is a redneck zombie family that's going to come and dispatch them. But two of them make it away and make it down into this facility and end up finding all of these horror movie things, mermaids and a pinhead looking guy who is not actually Pinhead. There's a lot of horror movie characters that you get to see in this. again, it's very meta, which is really good. So I think that's probably a good place to stop. We went through a few days. We are on to the next day would be the 5th, so we can do that next time around. So I hope you guys enjoyed this stream, and don't forget tonight at 9 will be our big stream going live for Transcendent by Ozzy. So check us out over there. If you're not already a subscriber here, please subscribe, and if you are already a subscriber, thank you for coming back. Please go down and click like on this video, and if you haven't already, go find that notification icon that looks like a bell and click on that so you get notified anytime I upload new content. As it stands right now, I upload on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on Opinions. I talk about TV shows, anime, some movies, and product reviews and things like that here. So if that's the kind of stuff you're interested in, stick around here. If you're looking for other content, feel free to check me out on any of my other socials. Down in the description, down below, if you go to that, you'll see a link. That's my link tree. Click on that, and that'll get you to all of my socials as well as all of my channels. So I'll talk to you guys later. Ozzy out. Bye.